Peace, happy Mindset Monday, everybody. Fozzie here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Definitely working towards becoming the best version of yourself and deciding to decide with intention on everything that you do to truly strive towards being intentional and releasing the value within yourself, releasing the value within your time. Excuse me. Releasing the value within, your energy, where you put your time into, what you put your time spending doing, and really decide on purpose to love yourself, really honor yourself, really decide to do things on purpose that are going to help you heal, that are going to help you grow, that are going to help you get better within yourself, and just really work on being intentional with doing that, positioning yourself in the best of spaces, positioning yourself with the best of people, in the best of environments, and just really do things with integrity. I wanted to come to you today and talk to you about self-love is important. Take care of yourself, your mind, your spirit, and your body. It's so important to be able to do that on purpose. So I just want to continue to keep encouraging you all and inspiring you all to do the you work. It is very important and imperative as a collective, as a community, as a lineage, and for longevity. We as a people must decide on purpose to cultivate our foundation, which is ourself. We must decide to work on healing. We must decide to take care of our mental health. We must decide to take care of our physical health. We must decide on purpose that whatever type of things we're dealing with ourselves, addictions we're dealing with ourselves, traumas we're dealing with, we must decide to seek out the right resources to be able to help ourselves improve. Not for us to smooth it over, not for us to just move from one thing to the next, not for us to think that, well, if I don't think about it too much, maybe it won't affect me, or whatever the case may be. But for you to be able to, for the sake of generations and generations to come, we must stop being arrogant, and we must get off our high horse, and we must humble ourselves. We must decide on purpose that God is truly great. We must decide mentally and on all levels, and be proactive within our own self and our own life to be able to work on improvement. Not to consistently just do the bare minimum and do these things and think that things are just going to eventually get better, when we're not doing what we need to do on purpose to do that. We have to give ourselves grace, and we must decide on purpose to do our due diligence when it comes to productivity of ourselves. If it doesn't align with you, there's no need to keep chasing. There's no need to force it. There's no need to say, I want what I want and think it's going to work that way regardless. It's not going to work. We must decide to release. We must decide to detox and cleanse our life of the people, places, and things that no longer serve us in a positive way. Life is a gift, and we must use it as such. We must not allow time to be filled with things that are not helping us improve, that are not helping us get better, that are not helping us do anything of significance. It's really important that we see the value in pulling back the layers and getting vulnerable with ourselves to be able to work on improvement and on purpose. Not to consistently think that, if I just, move to another space, maybe the issue is over there. The issue is within. Not moving from space to space and going this way and going that way. You're not leaving the issue someplace. You are. It's in you. So that's where you must improve. We must decide to, let go of this mentality where, we think that we're just going to override it, or we're not really taking action steps towards improvement. Self-love is important. Taking care of your mental health is important, and not just talking about it. You have to actually be about it. You have to actually live it, Your actions also have to implement that as well. Your character has to implement that as well. Not to consistently put up this big facade or this aesthetic and think that things are going to hold up when there's no solid foundation. We must decide on purpose to do better for ourselves and for others and for generations to come. Not for us to continue to keep up this act with the aesthetic of things and think that that's going to have longevity, because it's not. We must decide on purpose to be proactive within our own process to progress. It's a must. It's not something we should think about or any of that kind of stuff or trip our own self up, but to be able to really decide on purpose. I'm deciding, I'm affirming, I'm claiming this for myself. And with that, I'm going to take the necessary action steps towards that. Period. I'm not going to consistently just keep trying to psych my own self out with some nonsense, that I'm into, but, really taking the initiative to be able to strive, make the effort. What doesn't align, don't give it any time or energy. And, change is a part of life. Change is truly a part of life. It's something that we have to readjust and readapt ourselves to. We're going to grow through things. Things will change. Things won't ever be the same. So, we must decide on purpose to be proactive within our own process and give ourselves grace through that process to that new level. Because with that new level, it's going to come some difficulty. It's going to come with some things that we've never experienced before. So don't beat yourself up about it. Decide that, this new space that I'm stepping into, I'm giving myself grace and I'm giving myself room to spread my wings and to fall, to fail, and do the things. But I want to continue to keep encouraging you all to love yourself. To love yourself, to love your mindset, to do the work, to pour into yourself with the best of. And, people who are for you, they will support you. People who are not, they won't. They will have a lot to say, and it's okay. It's okay if they have a lot to say. That's on them. It's not on you. So we must decide on purpose to be proactive within cultivating our life with wholeness, with wellness, with healing. If it's not real, if it's not genuine, and if that's not, the space that you are, in, then it's not for you. Assalamu alaikum, thanks for joining. So we must love ourselves. Don't just talk about loving yourself. The things that you do in your life also must align with that as well. We have to speak that love and life into ourselves. We have to, whatever it is that we do, that also has to be cohesive in loving yourself. We must do these things on purpose. Sometimes, if you've never done it before, it's going to feel weird. It's going to make you feel out of place. It's going to make you feel all kind of ways. But that doesn't mean that you quit. That means that you gradually keep going. Put one foot in front of the other and keep going. Because if we don't, we will continue to keep suppressing and subjecting ourselves to things and situations that are not in alignment for us and with us. So the message of the day is to love yourself. It's to take care of yourself. It's to build better character. It's to build better habits. It's to build a better attitude. It's to be able to be of service in a positive way. It's to be real. It's to be authentic. We must be unapologetically ourselves. We must be unapologetically authentic. We must decide that we are striving daily to do things on purpose that are really going to make positive, conscious change on purpose. Not to consistently think that, oh, this and oh, that in these superficial ways, but to be able to really make a self-evaluation of self and decide to strive daily to do things on purpose that are really going to be of significance and be of quality. We have to stop just shortchanging ourselves, going through the hustle and bustle of life and just thinking that things are going to hold up. The things that you do every single day, they contribute towards where you're going or where you're not going. What are your goals? What are your plans? What's your mission? Have you specified that for yourself yet? No, it's something to think about. It's something to really put, pen to paper and write down, to be able to create that plan for yourself so you know which direction you need to go in. Not to just, go because that's what everybody's doing and that's what they say you should do, but for you to be able to decide on purpose that you want to have a plan, and you wrote your plan down, and you have the game plan, and you know what you're doing, you know direction that you're going. But if we consistently just keep operating and in this kind of way, based on what everybody else is doing, that's what we will be. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year will pass, it will come and go, and we will be in the same place. We will be in the same place physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically. And that's it. We're really not doing anything of significance that's really going to help anybody in any kind of way, shape, or form, be inspired, be encouraged. We won't ever know, because the only thing we're doing, we're just existing. We're not taking risks. We're not taking on challenge. We're not, setting our standard up. We're just going for whatever is given to us, and that's what we're going for. So, I just want to continue to keep encouraging you to love yourself, to care for yourself, to position yourself in the best of spaces, in the best of environments, pour the best of into yourself. Health is important. Take care of your health in all levels, and don't compromise it for nothing and nobody. Honor yourself, honor your peace, know that you're worthy of the best, never settle, and continue to keep aligning yourself into that space that is valuable, that is really fruitful, and that's going to help you. Not just give up because, somebody has an opinion, or somebody has an attitude, or somebody has a negative way of saying and being, but for you to be able to decide that despite of any of those things, I'm striving to do things with integrity. I'm striving to love myself enough to be able to respect myself, to also give that as well, and to be authentic within that process. So I just wanted to share that with you, encourage you, inspire you all to decide, act, commit, and resolve in your life, and really strive daily to be your authentic self. Treat people how you want to be treated, with love and respect, and with having a peace and calmness about yourself. It's just really important to be able to do that. So I just want to remind you, this last week of February, and, just take a moment to be able to reflect on, what you've been proactive within yourself during this month, during this time, and what are some things that you need to work on improvement on, and work on creating a plan to be able to get there. So thank you all for tuning in, joining, and watching. Shout out to you if you are watching live. Thank you all for tapping in with me today. Shout out to you if you are watching the replay. Hashtag replay below in the comments. Share this also with 2 friends that you know will help. Also, you can check out my YouTube channel. I am on YouTube now. It's The Healing Path with Fazia. You can find me under there. But check out my YouTube channel. Appreciate you. Make sure that you do share this on your timeline. I hope everybody has a prosperous, productive, peaceful, and great day. Thank you all for tuning in, joining, and watching. And God willing, I'll be talking to you a bit later. Have a great one. Peace.